What is up, everybody? We are back with another Halo Flashpoint video. And today I'm doing a simple tutorial video for you on how to get the most out of your cardboard terrain by fortifying it and making it so it doesn't fall apart too quickly. With that, I'll get straight into it with disassembling the cardboard terrain from the cutouts. So obviously this is the easiest part. I'm not going to go too much into it. So just make sure you do that because it's silly not to. So with all your cardboard terrain out of the pop-up, what you're going to do is I have got a mixture there in my red cup of water and Mod Podge. 75% Mod Podge, 25% water. This is the gloss Mod Podge, so it is a bit stronger than the normal matte Mod Podge. I got just an old brush and I'm going to rub the Mod Podge all along the edges of all the pieces. What that's going to do in the long run is going to make the piece a lot more strong on the edge and stop it from fraying as quickly, and that way you'll get a lot more use out of it. I'm going to speed this up, so just do all the edges of all the pieces and it will take some time. So with all your edges glued together, I'm going to go through with a black permanent marker and I'm going to paint all the cardboard edges to make them darker. This just makes them look a lot more visually appealing on the tabletop. You don't have to bother doing this if you don't want to. It's not going to add any longevity, it's just going to add visual appeal. I have tried a few different colors, like I tried a metallic silver, but I think I just settled on the black because I thought it looked the best. I've got a permanent marker there with a nice wide brush instead of just a tip, and that makes it a lot quicker to do. So I do recommend you try to find one of them, which will speed this process up significantly. So I'm going to go through and do all the pieces on the table. That does take a bit of time, so I will cut this here. So we're almost onto gluing the pieces together. So obviously if you want to disassemble all your cardboard terrain, you shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it because I don't really mind having it all assembled, ready to go. But I do recommend you go through and dry assemble it all first, just so you know how it goes together so you don't mess up the glue. So I've gone through and dry assembled all the pieces and I've got them in their sub-assemblies here. I'm going to move them out of the way and then we'll get started with gluing. So some tips about gluing your pieces together is mainly you want to hit the contact points of the two pieces of cardboard. So I'm going to start on this barricade piece here. So I'm going to put the clear Mod Podge on the just adjoining parts where the cardboard meets the other piece of cardboard. I'm just using the same brush I used at the very start to do the water part on the edges. And I'm just using pure Mod Podge straight out of the bottle. No diluting or anything this time. This, once again, will take quite a bit of time, so I'll just speed it up here and I'll cut it when I'm ready to cut it. The second part of the gluing is I'll also put a little cross dot at the very bottom where the two pieces of cardboard meet there as well. And that will just keep it in place as well to stop it sliding out if it happens to do so. That's pretty much all I do for all these pieces of cardboard to keep them all together. So with that all finished, what I've done is I've used just the spare paint to paint the inside of the pieces that you're never going to see the inside of. So like these big containers and this big building, I've painted the entire inside with the clear Mod Podge that I had left over, which will strengthen it further. Now onto the final few steps. So I've got my piece set up outside and I'm going to coat the whole thing in this gloss spray. That will seal the cardboard and make it much more resilient to gameplay. So I'm just going to do a clear coat on the inside and then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to do the outside. Just make sure when you do this, you make a nice clear coat all the way around and don't miss any pieces. And I'm just going to speed that up for you. So our final step, once we've done the gloss spray, is we're going to go through with this matte spray. We're going to spray the whole piece again. You don't have to worry about doing this step on the parts you're not going to see. So the inside of the big rectangle, you don't have to worry about. Obviously on this piece, you can see the inside of it, so the inside of this one. What this is going to do is going to stop the piece being so shiny because of the gloss spray, and it will also further strengthen the piece, which is always a good thing. And there we have it, a finished banished box cardboard terrain set. It does look quite striking when it's on the battlefield. I like the different color scheme it goes versus the UNSC terrain set we have got previously. The steps we've taken here should help you keep playing with it for as long as you can, and it is noticeably stronger and stiffer versus the uncoated pieces. But with that, I will call the video done. So thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if you decided you might want to do this to your cardboard terrain. It does take a bit of time, but I've noticed that it does last a bit longer. Make sure you stay up to date by liking and subscribing to see all my Halo Flashpoint content as it comes out. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.